This is Tank's Vlog for October 27th, 2018. We're wrapping up the day in sports and brought to you by, allow me to be frank, the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Listen to this week's episode featuring David Strauss of MyBookieAG, in which we discuss betting inside tips for the NFL and the World Series. Of course, the World Series just ended, thanks to just an absolute crazy game. 18 innings. 18 innings. That's 2 games. It was basically a doubleheader. And what it ends up being in the end is the Dodgers, the heart is beating. Boom, 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 boom. And it didn't look like that was going to happen for a while. Dodgers, the first thing they got tonight was a great start out of Walker Buehler. Buehler was not off, as he allowed just 2 hits in 7 innings with 7 strikeouts. Rick Porcello, however, made that one mistake, giving up a home run to Jock Peterson. And then he was taken out with 2 outs in the 5th. Why? The urge to go to the bullpen in these playoff games has become insane. So you bring in Rodriguez just to face one batter. Then you have Kelly for 1 inning, Brasi for 1 inning, Barnes for 1 inning, Price pitched 2/3 of an inning, Kimbrel 1 in the 3rd inning. And what you have is, at the end of the day, you have Nathan Eovaldi going 6 innings and pitching to the point where his arm's falling off. Dodgers were the same way. They took out Buehler, who was dominating, but he had 108 pitches, so that's a little more understanding. So they tried to have Kenley Jansen get a 2-inning save, which he has never done. Jansen has never gotten 6 outs for a save, and boom, Jackie Bradley Jr., who's had a tremendous postseason, ties the game. So the game goes on, and on, and on, and on. In the 11th, Ian Kinsler had the absolute adventure of a lifetime on the bases. First, he almost gets picked off. Replay showed he was out, but they didn't overturn the call. Then he overslides third, is lucky to get back just in the nick of time. Then he gets thrown out at home. More on Kinsler later. Then you got Eduardo Nunez, who's hobbling around, beats a throw out at first, ball gets away, and the Red Sox take the lead. Eovaldi's ready to close the deal, seal the win. And what happens? Max Muncy gets on. Nunez falls into the stands, allowing Muncy to tag up. So with 2 outs, a little slow roller by Puig is fielded by Kinsler, who does an absolute sloppy throw. Now, if he just took his time and maybe throw the ball to first, he might still get Kinsler. I mean, he still might not get Puig. But instead, he rushed the throw, threw the ball away, game's tied. Muncy comes up. I mean, Ian Kinsler, if the Red Sox lose this World Series, will be going around, did I do that? I mean, Eovaldi is walking around without his arm is about to fall off. Oh, did I do that? I mean, Ian Kinsler might have had one of the worst games in the history of the World Series. So Max Muncy comes up in the 15th, misses winning the game by this much. But in the 18th, there would be no denying 382 feet, left center field, opposite field. Game over, 3-2. You can all go home. 3:30 ending time, East Coast. So all these Red Sox fans stayed up to 3:30 to watch this, and now they're in bed like this. Ian Kinsler. I mean, they're going to be counting sheep. Actually, they're going to be counting Ian Kinsler. So the Red Sox, so we have a series now. And the worst thing is, Eovaldi would have been the guy who would have won Game 4. Who's going to pitch who's going to pitch tonight? Is Drew Pomeranz going to pitch? They didn't want to use Drew Pomeranz in extra innings. This game might have changed the whole dynamic of the series. Shifted it. I mean, boy, the Red Sox did not play this game well. Did not manage the game well. And then, I mean, Andrew Benintendi doesn't start. He only comes up for one pinch hit appearance. I mean, you got to. Benintendi is a great defensive player. He should be out there every game. I mean, Mookie Betts had a terrible night, 0 for 7. Xander Bogaerts went 0 for 8. They took J.D. Martinez out of the game. With Kinsler pinch running him. Kinsler just... Oof. Ian Kinsler. Ouch. And Eduardo Nunez, what a series he's having. I mean, he's hobbling out there. It looks like he's hurt, but he's hustling and making big plays. And Ian Kinsler throws the ball away. Imagine that. Oh, so here we are. It's 2-1, and we have Game 4 tonight. Crazy. Let's go to the NHL. I got a Devil game I'm going to be at in a few hours. It's a noon start. We got the Lightning striking in Vegas, beating the Golden Knights 3-2. Tampa's off to a great start at 7-1-1, while Vegas not so much at 4-5-1. The Jets beat the Red Wings 2-1. Detroit, 1-7-2. The Hurricanes blew past the Sharks 4-3 in a shootout, while the Avalanche buried the Senators 6-3. In the NBA, Brooklyn played gamely but could not get the win as they lost to the Pelicans 117-115. New Orleans is off to a 4-0 start. It was the Warriors 128-100 over the Knicks. Knicks actually had a lead going into the fourth quarter, but allowed 47 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, doctor. Warriors 5-1, Knicks 1-5. It was the Hornets, 135-106 winner over the Bulls. MJ is pleased. It was the Raptors, 116-107 winners over the Mavericks. Toronto was 6-0. Clippers, 133-113 winner over the Rockets. Team plus Carmelo equals disappointment, losing. Underachieving. Milwaukee's also undefeated at 5-0, 125-95 winner over the Timberwolves. The Kings crowned the Wizards 116-112 Washington off to a rough start at 1-4. Today's 3 stars are Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, Kevin Durant of the Warriors, and Zach Moss for Utah, who rushed for 211 yards and 3 touchdowns against UCLA in a game that started after and ended before the World Series game ended. Today's birthday shout-out goes to John Neese, who was actually born on the night the Mets won the World Series in 1986. Neese is 32. And we take a look back to 2004 when a lunar eclipse was in the sky, as the Boston Red Sox completed a 4-game sweep of the Cardinals to win their first World Series in 86 years. Check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Don't forget to look at my college football picks. It's College Football Saturday. And don't forget to listen to Allow Me to Be Frank. Good day.